Me. I'm terrified of random letters. Therapist. You are? Me. Screams. Therapist. Oh, I see. Me. Screaming intensifies. This is such a solid joke. Oh my god. Friend. Says something. What I want to say. I'm really interested in what you are saying. As my friend, I support you. I want you to know, I'm still here, still listening, and still enjoying what we are sharing together. However, as this is a topic I myself have no experience with, or little to say or offer, I'm unable to produce much in the way of input from my side. However, trust that I still adore listening to you. What comes out? Yee. This post shot me in the face 4 times. Sky whale, sky whale, sky whale. No. Look at the position of the tail fins. They're perpendicular, rather than parallel to the ground. That's a sky shark. Sky shark, sky shark, sky shark. What were the long-term effects of a midsummer hard freeze on the ecosystem in Frozen? It's not an uncommon experience in the Nordic countries for it to drop below 0 degrees in the summer, and usually it kills quite a bit of the crops if it happens on just a few nights. I don't think it would cause permanent harm on the ecosystem, but all those people better have enough food saved to survive the next winter, or else it just caused a famine. Wait a minute. Frozen is set in the mid-1800s in Norway. We don't actually know how widely the frost spread, so it could have spread to Finland and Sweden, where there were famines in from 1866 to 1869. Elsa killed 15% of Finland's population. Now that's the sequel I want. Isn't a straight pride parade just traffic? No one is allowed to not see this. By far, the best interaction I had while working at GameStop was when this older woman, probably in her mid to late 70s, came in asking for games she could play that were similar to The Witcher 3 because she had completed the entire game despite hating the game mechanics. When I asked her what she liked about the game that made her want to finish it, she looked me straight in the eye and said, Geralt. So, basically, this elderly woman completed every single mission in The Witcher 3 solely because of how hot she found Geralt. I died and set her up with a copy of Uncharted after she gave Nathan Drake her hot boy seal of approval. Old lady plays Witcher 3 because Geralt is hot. Do you ever think that George Bush Sr. looks at 50 Shades of Grey and says, I did that because 9/11 inspired Jared Way to create MCR, and MCR inspired Stephanie Meyer to make Twilight, and 50 Shades of Grey was a fanfiction of Twilight, so do you think Bush Sr. was aware at all? Let's not forget that my brother had a teenager photo shoot when he turned 13. Oh my F. This is one of those things you do as a parent because you're a hole and know that your kid doesn't know any better, and you know that, like fine wine, this is only going to get funnier with age. Like a great big bottle of uncorked shame. Me. Catches myself being judgmental. Me to me. I did not raise you this way. Today my diet has consisted of 5 guys and Popeyes, so I'm probably gonna live forever. You ate 5 whole people, 6 counting Popey. Gay clubs are wild because you can run into both of these guys and then find out they're both 23 years old. The guy on the right is my uncle. What in the F? Ha 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 ha. Yup, I don't think I look a day over 21. An update. He thinks he's very funny. This is the best fucking post I've seen so far. If you're horny for any of the Animal Crossing animals, I'll kill you. Imagine being told you're not allowed to feel attraction to a fucking video game character you like, who, by the way, owns a house and pays a fucking mortgage. I'll break your neck. I'll grab you by the arms and swing you around so fast centrifugal force turns you into paste. I wish Americans fit with more foreign music. You don't have to know the language to appreciate a good record. Folks in other countries listen to our music and don't speak a lick of English. Music needs no translator. Y'all won't trick me into listening to K-pop. The man who invented it doesn't want it. The man who bought it doesn't need it. The man who needs it doesn't know it. As much as the concept of Jesus being a fairly normal lad has its charms, I'm personally very intrigued by the idea of him being just extremely weird. Not even in a mystical sense, just staggeringly bizarre. You go to the well to get some water, and here's Miriam's boy, staring at the sky, completely still. His expression is unreadable. You hazard a hello, and ask how he's doing, and he slowly, unblinkingly, lowers his gaze on you. He's 8, and is missing his frontal teeth. Not that this is making you any less uncomfortable, and says, I cannot speak of the state of my being, Nathan son of Saul, my brother, but rejoice for the water you shall take today will be as pure as the soul of the children of heaven. You start sweating. Normal person in 1st century Nazareth. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Sees J-boy, 8 years old, staring at you from across the street. Normal person. Walking faster. Even funnier, the only person 100% on board with his prophetic kid talk is his mother Miriam, an otherwise placid, absolutely normal woman around 25 or so. Kid JC, coming home at twilight, a single white dove following him and chirping with weirdly human-like precision. Mother, I have brought you a dove made of clay and gifted it with the miracle of life. Miriam. That's my little boy. Now let's go get ready for dinner. Her husband Yosef, a carpenter, who only marginally got signed up for this. This post is so Christian, but it's the spicy kind of Christian that gets you murdered by other Christians for heresy, so I'm torn. Literally biggest form of compliment I've ever gotten. I don't post, I secrete. Good Secretion Op. The App Store has really stepped up its game. I didn't set my iPod on fire for 5 notes. God fking damn it, I'm such a hopeless romantic. One day someone's gonna say, I love you, and I'm just going to let out an agonized scream. So horrible that they immediately change their mind. No, that was a cathartic scream of love. People who are shy at first, but become obnoxious and loud once they're comfortable around you are awesome. Hold on a secretary, wait, part this text on hold. There's pirate ship outside my window right now. What the? I live by a river, I can't get a clear picture, it's turning around. Whatever I was expecting from this post wasn't this. This is absolutely 100% my kind of post. Callout posts in 2014. This user is sending mean messages to people. Please, be warned. Callout posts in 2015. This user is stealing bones from cemeteries for witch rituals. Callout posts in 2016. This user actually an artsy. Callout posts in 2017. This user watches an anime I don't like. Callout posts in 2018. I went through this user's YouTube like history and found a video from Jontron that they liked in 2012, proving that they're a bad person. Callout posts in 2019. This user plays E-rated video games, which are meant for children, which seems pretty sus to me, I don't know. Callout posts in 2020. This user stole 5 gallons of purified water from the new DC resistant camp and was last seen headed towards sunken Brooklyn. What I really don't like is this post was made in 2017. I hate to be the kind of person to take delight in other people's suffering, but if there's one thing about the pandemic, it's seeing how many people there are who have spent their entire lives thinking that people who suffer deserve to suffer because they are bad people, and that they themselves have never suffered because they are good people. But I haven't done anything wrong. I don't deserve to have this calamity fall upon me. Nobody deserves anything, and nothing happens to anyone for a reason. How are you 67 and just finding this out? Zillenial things. Being young enough for Minecraft, but too old for Fortnite. Being alive for 9/11, but not remembering it at all, cause you were like 2. Seeing reruns of 90s shows when you were really little. but being too young to really remember them. Feeling betrayed by Butch Hartman. Listening to the bops of 2009 to 2012 in middle school gym class. Growing up through the transition from clunky PCs for nerds and flip phones to smartphones and sleek and easy laptops. PictoChat. Being called a millennial by baby boomers and Gen Z by millennials. 1994 to 2002 generation. Put your hands up. In a simple experiment, researchers at the University of Chicago sought to find out whether a rat would release a fellow rat from an unpleasantly restrictive cage if it could. The answer was yes. The free rat, occasionally hearing distress calls from its compatriot, learned to open the cage and did so with greater efficiency over time. It would release the other animal, even if there wasn't the payoff of a reunion with it. Astonishingly, if given access to a small hoard of chocolate chips, the free rat would usually save at least one treat for the captive, which is a lot to expect of a rat. The researchers came to the unavoidable conclusion that what they were seeing was empathy and apparently selfless behavior driven by that mental state. A new model of empathy. The Rat by David Brown, Washington Post. Harry Potter, surprising literally everyone, retires from being an aura to make ceramics in a cottage in the hills. I don't know, the boy who lived, said in a statement. Becoming a potter just seemed right, you know? I've been on this site for how long? And I'm in shock it took this long for a potter joke. I draw and make pottery, but I've never drawn somebody doing pottery, so this was fun. And I'd fully support this, even if it's just a joke, lol. You're a hazard, Harry. Does he also grow out a giant bushy beard, like Hagrid's, so that he can be a Harry Potter? I'm asking for your assistance in this. Please please please. Ginny waits in the front yard, with the hose ready, because he comes home with clay in his beard. Don't worry, he cleans up his cheek line, and trims, when he has to go to something fancy with her. I don't know who needs to hear this, but some characters just hate each other. No hidden love. Yeah, sometimes people just do not like each other. Tom and Jerry. Updating your character's backstory to make it less edgy is like dragging them out of a hot topic by the collar of their MCR shirt. Weird dog has weirder dog babies. V peculiar. I love you my weird fluffy babies. Okay, but they're all babies. This is a very small moo with some small mews. Small moo with small mews. I'm dead. That's it. All fanfiction is funnier and sexier and vastly better written when you read it at 3 in the morning, in the dark, lying on your side, tucked into bed, with screen rotate turned off. That's just how it works. That's just facts. Elon Musk. Why is there no Flat Mars Society? Flat Earth Society? Hi Elon, thanks for the question. Unlike the Earth, Mars has been observed to be round. We hope you have a fantastic day, and what? I was looking at ocean videos and pictures, and I came across this. Ice giants, anyone? This is them checking the temp and staying deep because F it's warm.